Hey guys, this is Chris here with the Wheel Screener. I'm gonna start doing vlogs of all my trades. I think this will add more discipline to my process and also maybe give you guys an insight of how I trade or how I think about trading. And I'm also, I've only been trading for about 4 or 5 months, so I'm a beginner and still working through it. Trying to get through my Apex to a performance account. So of course we're gonna start off with a losing trade, but yeah, I'll just explain what my thinking was and talk about what's going on here with ES. So we basically came down. It's also unfortunate because I had this 47 level as a kind of as a resistance or a level, but it's clear as we've been down in this downtrend all day or the whole session. That's kind of sorry. That's kind of that level turned into a resistance, but I missed. There was a big flush here that brought us down into the 44s, and I missed the entry. So that's a shame because that would have been a great trade down into here. So what I ended up doing was just watching, observing all the way down here. Let's see if I can get the candlesticks and numbers order flow back. I basically waited until we got down into, this is the second standard deviation of VWAP, and that's the third. And as we got down into here, I was also looking at that would have been a new low of day, right? So I down at 35, and we did hit that and then come back up. But these are 5-minute candles, and then we ultimately finally flushed again. And I thought, so, and I had my stop was below what would be a new low of day. So 3 cons at 187 loss. So then I was watching, continuing to observe. I thought that maybe I had just poor execution, and because we did start to reverse here. But ultimately, if you're looking at the deltas here, we're still in a heavy sell-off. So I think I need to learn more about these price actions, in that even though we're kind of, I mean, we are very oversold here. That maybe has a lot to do with how many week longs there were over, the past almost 2 or 3 weeks, and finally the slow liquidation is coming. But from what I've observed, with this kind of new strategy I'm working with, typically we don't have prolonged, I mean, you can have movements, but you don't have prolonged movements between the second and third standard deviation. Other than if there's large news events, of course you can go down and touch them or bounce back. But this is really quite a heavy liquidation right now that's going on. So I think for now, I'm gonna just observe. I should mention this is kind of the majority of the London session, or the European session, I guess you could call it. This is 10:50 Central European time. So I think I'm just gonna observe. Observe what happens with the price action and these VWAP deviations. Maybe here, it's always difficult to catch bottoms, but you start seeing some green time in sales here. So I'll continue to observe and perhaps take a trade later. Probably not until the regular trading hours in Eastern time zone. Okay, so that was the first trade vlog for the day. Catch you guys next time. All right, guys. I am back again. It's Tuesday, June 20th. Actually was pretty frustrated this whole session. I didn't trade. I kind of missed this whole um, breakdown. I've been having bad luck with like opening range breakouts recently, so I didn't play it. I just watched. Um, And then I noticed down here the price action was super difficult to try and predict the reversion, but perhaps maybe here on this, the fourth standard deviation, and then you see you've got kind of no more lower lows. That might have been a nice play to follow this up through. Um, and ideally, I would be trading longer in this move, but I have to get going. So actually, I'm it worked out super well, or was very lucky. I noticed this push here, and I was like, okay, if we push up through VWAP, that can be a bullish sign. So I was waiting to see if, maybe, because, this is technically, we're on a trend, or at least we were on a trend down day, in my opinion. And VWAP and this first standard deviation can be kind of, support or resistance. But anyway, I saw we were kind of sitting here. You can see the heavy volume right at VWAP, and then there was some huge bullish order flow. You can see these two stacked orders. So I got in, maybe a split second too late, but basically, yeah, the candle that was right towards the close of this candle, and then we moved on into it. And as you can see, also the volume here, the momentum kind of slowed down, and it remains to be seen if we pull back here. But I had my stop, I believe, what do I have? I think it was just below, yeah, I had it a quarter below 4428, as that's another one of my levels. But I'm trying to hold positions longer. Obviously, I can't because I have to get going today. But be interesting to see, if we can maintain this momentum, maybe towards. I'm not sure where we open here, and my computer gets super slow when I record and try and run this trade of 8. But it was 3 cons for a quick, almost 3 handles. So for 337 profit. So after the 180 loss this morning, I'm positive on the day, and looks like if you see got another nice big imbalance here, might see some continuation off this move. Cool. All right. So take care. And next vlog will be for Wednesday, June 21st. All right. Cheers, guys.